Hello everyone, it is in the evening now, so I was able to go outside. It's been hot all day. I did film another couple of videos, some on those little birds. They weren't on their nest. It scared me. Then I saw that somebody had delivered a package. They never delivered a package on the inside of our gate. They're supposed to come to the door, ring the doorbell, and hand you your package. That's what they're supposed to do. That's UPS, it's FedEx, Amazon, all that's what they're supposed to do. This is to hand you your package. We wouldn't have all these porch pirates if they didn't just leave everything at the door and never even come up. They don't knock on the door, they don't ring the bell, they do nothing, they just drop it and leave. But they don't want to see you. They don't, why do they want to have a conversation with you about your gardenias while you're signing or something? If they can just drop it and go, drop and go, drop and go. The faster they get done, the faster they can wrap it up, go home, and go sit at McDonald's and have iced tea or something. So they plopped this thing. I thought it might have spooked her away. I went to look at the nest. I didn't know they delivered that. So I filmed and I saw the empty nest. I saw where she was, and then I saw that they had dropped the package. That's obviously what happened. But I was gonna put this some of these Q&A items. I was thinking I could put those on the next time we go live, because last time we went live, I was thinking I could have done some Q&A, but I want the go live to be more organic, more generic. So if you have a question, you can ask it. Then if I have a question, I can ask you. If you have a tip, you might say, hey David, have you ever thought about doing this? A lot of people use like whipping cream in their coffee. I never did that. Some people use this kind of vegetables, this kind of flour, and all that. Most of the stuff I make, excuse me, most of the first question is about being sleepy. The first, I'm just cooking for one person. I'm the only diabetic around my area here. So if I cook for someone, I'll probably make it one way for them or one way for me, or maybe just make something that's not necessarily keto, like salad, and maybe offer them a different kind of dressing if they like, put a low carb, zero carb dressing on mine. Maybe they want some vegetables that are too high in carbs for me, but I would still have it available for them. But most of the stuff I make is just basically assembling stuff, maybe a little bit heating up stuff, making eggs and that kind of thing. So I don't really need a certain kind of flour. People are looking for Himalayan salt and almond flour, and they use pork rinds instead of breadcrumbs. Yeah, I don't really do a lot of that stuff. I just kind of adapt my diet and my cooking and my preparing my food to accommodate. So with that being said, if you have any questions, please let me know. As we put in this first question, the first, on the Q&As, on the lives, streaming, podcasts, whatever you want to call it, those kind of things, whatever it's called. It's called Go Live on YouTube. But anyway, if you have a tip, if you have a way of doing things, if you want to ask a question there, or you can say, hey, can I ask that question on your email? You can. Some of these questions I think did come from email, and I do put the email address on all these Q&As. So yeah, let's get into it. Let's see what we got here. First question is, I'm always so high energy. You're a high energy guy. You're always really high energy. You act like you're a lot younger than your age. It's not an act. That's just the way I am. I just have always been kind of a high energy. Some people would say hyperactive, I guess, but I can focus. I don't have issues with that. I have to take what's like a Ritalin or whatever it is. All the kids took when I was a kid to calm them down. Nothing like that. No, I enjoy life. I have energy. They ask, do I wake up with energy? Sometimes. It kind of depends on what I'm going to do for the day. If I'm going to get up and I'm going to go to, let's say, the county fair or the zoo, if I'm going to go on a boat, if I'm going to do some acting that's really exciting, if I'm going to do something exciting, then yeah, I'd probably wake up a little bit, woo, yeah, let's go. Other times, a little slower. Always coffee in the morning. That's why when I take medicine, rather take lab work. I don't like it because I can't have any coffee. Now they say you can have coffee, just no half and half or anything like that. But right now I'm sleepy. It's been hot all day. I didn't sleep too well because I had this foot injury, and a little bit of stress with that and all that. So I didn't sleep as well as I could. But usually I do wake up with just plenty of energy. And yeah, so the next question here is about frozen bread. I've been reading about that for some time. They say if you freeze your bread and then you take it out and use it, I think it has to do with the way the starches compress. And if you put bread in the freezer and it's a higher carb content, it'll reduce the carb content just by freezing it. Now, that's great, I guess. How low does it go? How low can you go? If it has 25 grams of carbs in one slice of bread, does it drop down to 22? Does it drop down to 15? I'm not sure the exact. I'll probably, maybe I'll research and put it down there. I don't know. Maybe you tell me. You tell me how low does it go? But they do say it can reduce the carbs. Now my question is this: if you freeze the bread, do you eat like a popsicle? You probably have to toast it. Now when you toast it, does the reverse effect happen? Does it go back to the same amount of carbs it has? Does it increase the carbs because the starches have now expanded? I don't know, but I guess what it does, it compresses starches in the body, the way the body breaks it down and gets rid of it, I guess. So that I'm not really 100% sure. I meant to do more research on that before I did this one. I kind of forgot because I had some other things going on my foot, that kind of stuff. We got the birds going out there now, and some other things that are kind of somewhat interesting. There's a crow flying around, making sure it's not getting too close to the birds. But anyway, so yeah, so frozen bread, it sounds kind of interesting. I did some commercials. I did some videos on bread. If you want to go back that way, whoop, whoop, don't forget, by the way, subscribe, and join me on Go Live. I was so lonely. The first time I did Go Live, I was the only one there. I did it at midnight, just turned it on. The next time I did with a 4-hour notice, and this time we're doing it with almost a 4-day notice, so maybe more people come. That's what you want to do, like a 4-day, 5 days, maybe say every Wednesday at 8 o'clock we're going live. I know some of the the storage unit people go on every Tuesday, and they have like a live auction, and they go live, so there people know it's going on. So just like they say, make my videos on schedules. So once again, I shoot videos on Sunday, and that's published on Monday. I shoot on Monday, that's published on Tuesday. Then I do a second one on Monday, which is I do 2 videos on Monday, and they're both published on Tuesday. One is a taste test, and one is not a taste test. And I may not always do a taste test. I just started doing that, adding that in there. And then I film one Wednesday for Thursday, and then I do one Friday for Saturday. So it's kind of like everybody kind of knows the schedule when my videos are coming out. And then I do a lot of shorts. They say do a lot of shorts get people excited about stuff. I don't know if anybody's really that excited. Yeah, so frozen bread, I'll look at that. I'll look more on that, but please come on board. Like I said, it was me and one lady last time, which was 2 nights ago. We were on for about an hour, but it was an open forum. Anyone could have come on. One lady did come on, and the other time it was just me. And I was only on there for about 20 minutes just to see how it worked, to see if it does work. Okay, someone's asked about dreams. Dreams. Do I get like really graphic dreams? Is that what the word she was saying? Do I get different kinds of dreams when I do this? Yeah, I try not to have too much concern about things when I go to bed. They always say that if you're married, don't never go to bed angry. I guess, well, now what happens to be married? I think I started when it would be married, but maybe not. Maybe not everybody's married anymore. Maybe it's a partner, a domestic partner, what do they call a common law spouse? I'm not sure, but yeah, it does kind of change your dreams. I notice now that I'm a little healthier, I don't get up to use the bathroom as much, so I probably do sleep a little bit more soundly. I don't have like isn't that actually grab on? It's like you dream you're falling down the stairs, you grab onto something. I don't climb much stairs, so I don't really have that dream. I don't think. I used to do that and slip sometimes, like stepping off of a curb and I kind of twisted an ankle kind of thing. I had that dream recurring, not every night, but like maybe once every 4 months I'd have that dream. It's weird. There's that weird dream again. So everything when it comes to sleep, you want to really make not you. I once again, this channel's about me. I want to make sure that I'm as squared away to sleep as possible. I've had some things with potassium, perhaps. I'm hydrated enough before I go to bed. I don't want to be drinking water as I'm about to hop into bed, because then I will have to use the restroom. But I want to make sure I have enough hydration throughout the day, so I'm not going to have a whole lot of any problems with cramping or anything like that. And I can stay asleep. So yeah, sleep is very important to this. And I like the first question was on sleep, and this question kind of on sleep. But I usually do wake up okay. I can force myself to wake up. I like to be in bed for 9 hours. I used to go to bed at 11, get up at 8 because I was up using the bathroom. So people go, well, that's 9 hours of sleep. No, that's 9 hours of being in bed, getting up to go to the bathroom and stuff like that. So, yeah, that's what's next. Gay marriage. How they done on there, I don't know. I never really know exactly what the person's asking. I hope they weren't trolling me. But they asked me, do I see a lot of gay people that are married? I don't know if they're married or not. You know, I don't know if a man walking down the street with a woman, it could be him and his daughter, it could be her and her son, it could be just two friends, it could be two students that are walking across the street to Starbucks so they can start working on their project together, carrying some books to the library. I don't know their status. I do have some friends that are married and they're gay. In the filming industry, you'll see a guy like me talking, and I'll say, "Oh wow, it's getting late. We wrapped half an hour ago. I better get home. I don't want my husband to worry about me." Yes, you do hear that. I don't have a husband. I'm not gay, and I'm not married, so I'm not gay or married. So I don't know that much about regular marriage. I guess I end up in divorce, like over 50% of Americans, I guess they say. But yeah, I have some friends that were in high school and now they're gay married. I don't really have anything. I think it's funny, and people say that's not very nice, but I can't help it. I think it's funny when I see some person saying, "Well, you know, John and his husband." You know, it just sounds funny to me. Next generation would be a one, or the generation after that. I do notice a lot more violence in the gay arena. Maybe hope that's not considered politically correct. Man has argument with his husband, and his husband storms out angry, and he hasn't used a credit card, his debit card, he hasn't been seen, he hasn't used his gas card, his car is parked, his cell phone is sitting on the bed where it kind of sounds like maybe someone took care of that. But then the lady with the sword, she went and murdered her wife with a samurai sword. So I don't know if maybe some of the same, when gay people get married, do they have some of the same stresses as married couples? If you're not married, you're just, well, that's not my husband, it's my, my partner, my friend, my boyfriend, my whatever that is. Maybe when you put it on paper, put it on paper, you got to put a ring on it. I don't know. So I don't know. Gay marriage, I don't have an opinion. That might have been a troll question. I hope not. Singing in film. This is the last question. I said 1, 2, 3. But yeah, 5 questions. I knew there only weren't very many questions. I just thought I haven't done a Q&A for a while, so I do this and start a new list. Singing in movies. Have I ever done it once? I did that as a karaoke guy. And I had to sing, and the microphone didn't pick up my voice and all that, and it was, I don't know, it is what it is. Don't forget to subscribe. But yeah, singing, if I were to play a bad singer or just some guy sing, if they have me sing in the shower, like Waltzy Matilda, ooh, and the guy's got the big brush. Who has a brush? And he has all these apparatus for washing his body. Yeah, maybe I could do that. Jingle bells, jingle bells. That kind. Yeah, but if it's to be a good singer, then do I play that? No, because I'm not a good singer. They'd have to work with me, and they're not going to do that because why would they work with me when they can just go and hire a singer? Now, if it's a role that I'm perfect for on every single thing, and I nail the dialogue, and I have the emotion, and the only thing is I don't sing, they'll either have somebody else sing, maybe, or maybe they'll lip sync it, maybe have me lip sync, or they would work with me. But on the kind of productions I've done, I've never really had a production in which they had to develop me into some form of a singer. I'm not a triple threat, and I'm a singer, dancer, actor. They also have quadruple threat, I think singer, dancer, actor, model. So yeah, I'm not those things. Anyway, have a great day. I'll get this out soon. I'll go make did I make a thing for a thumbnail yet? Not yet. I'm not taking a photo for a thumbnail, but I guess I will. I'll do that right now, but I almost forgot. And I will have this out. So anyway, don't forget to join us on these go lives, these live on YouTube, live on YTE live. I don't know. So anyway, right there, subscribe, like, share, and join us live when we go live and ask me some questions. And maybe I'll ask you a question. Hey, how does that work? Someone's asking what kind of shoes do I wear? I can show those. Maybe if I'm live, I can show some things that I talk about that I don't necessarily show. I can get up and walk over to the refrigerator, get something, bring back to the computer, say, this is or whatever that might be. So yeah, we can do that. I'll take some notes, and I didn't take notes on the last one because I didn't really have much of a audience. It wasn't really an audience. It's a two-person. I'm not really it's not that I'm performing and I have an audience. It's live. We're all there. So if you're on there, I'm your audience. If I'm on there and you're watching, you're my audience. So we're all performers and we're all audience. It's just a round table and fun. Take care, everyone. Bye.